So here we are at St Mary's Church here in Goosnargh, and we're coming into church to take a look at some of the displays that have been prepared for this harvest festival, which is this Sunday. We begin here in the porch with our first display of sunflowers, corn and other flowers that all remind us of this autumn season and of harvest. And if I zoom in here in close, we'll look at the message that goes with them. We thank thee then, O Father, for all things bright and good, the seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food. That's a wonderful hymn and a prayer. And then as we come away and go into church, we look at the display by the font that's been prepared both with sunflowers and some of the gifts that have been given so far, which will go towards the food bank and the Salvation Army to provide food for people who are struggling to get enough at this complicated and difficult time. A quick reminder of hand sanitizers there. It's that season too. And if I turn around, we'll take a look at the gifts that have just come in from the school. All this amazing collection of cans and food and all the other bits and pieces that will also go to the food bank and the Salvation Army to provide for people in need. And the school haven't just produced this, but they've also been supporting the Bishop's Harvest Appeal, raising money for Tier Fund and their supply money for water for villages and communities which don't have a water supply. And each class in the school has walked 30 miles carrying a bucket of water as part of a sponsored walk to raise the money for Tier Fund. So that is an amazing gift that the school has given. And we're going to go over to another part of the church to take a look at another part of what the school has done. Thinking about water, the school has also been thinking about kindness this weekend, but in this harvest week, and they've produced this sign of kindness, thinking about helping other people. But if you look at it, you'll see that it also includes the water cycle, reminding us where we get our water from. So the dark clouds on the left, then the rain on the mountains and flowing down streams and into rivers and out to the sea, and then the sun on the sea producing new clouds and making the water cycle go round again. And so that's part of the learning the school has been doing about how we get the water that we need to make our plants grow and so that we get food. And looking up behind that here on the display, we have one of the staple foods that we're looking at in the Fellside team in this harvest season, and thinking about sugarcane and Jamaica and the other countries in the Caribbean where much of this kind of sugar comes from, and how often we use it in so many different ways in our food, in our cooking, and in so many other ways too. And so it's useful to know where our food comes from that we enjoy so much of in this country, and yet so much of it comes from far around the world. And moving towards the front of church, we have this other display here by the pulpit, more sunflowers, more harvest flowers that bring out the autumn for us, and another words down here that I'll again read from the hymn. All good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. Then thank the Lord, oh thank the Lord for all his love. And that's a brilliant prayer for this harvest season. So let us indeed thank God for all the good things that he has given us. Amen.